CCX Sports presents coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference boys hockey. Tonight, a matchup between the Champlin Park Rebels and the Maple Grove Crimson. From the Maple Grove Community Center, hello and welcome to CCX coverage of this game. John Jacobson along with Dan Ficken. And Dan, two really good hockey teams coming in. Champlin Park 8-7-1, Maple Grove a ranked team. They're at 10-4, and each team trying to erase the memory of a recent bad loss. Maple Grove to Rogers, although a really good Rogers team, and for Champlin Park, a loss to Elk River 7-2 last Saturday.
Yeah, a little up and down. Champlin's been up and down quite a bit. They've played some really good games, and then they've really put some stinkers out there. They ain't going to be able to do that tonight. They're both scoring 4 goals a game. Unfortunately, Rebels are giving up 4 goals a game, so that's the difference there, where Maple Grove's only given up 1.79. So it's a question of Champlin Park can penetrate and score some goals.
Both teams have had some injuries and some really tough ones for Champlin Park. We'll talk about that as the game goes on. So you deal with that, though, you move on, and so you've got some players, especially on the Rebels side, that maybe weren't counted on being varsity players at the beginning of the season. Here they are.
Well, here's your opportunity, kids. Grab the golden hoop and run with it. It's your opportunity. And that's, through the course of the season, teams are going to have injuries, problems and stuff, so people have to step up, and we'll see if the Rebels can do that tonight.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Rebels, a 3-year varsity player. Trevor Aberwald is the first-line guy, and terrific scorer for Champlin Park.
Boy, you can put it in the net, too. It looks like, 18 goals so far for them, and just doing a heck of a job for them. Works an all power play, penalty kill, and the whole bit. He's the main cog.
And from Maple Grove, big rangy center on their first line, Andrew Karkos.
Well, you'll notice him right away, my guy. He's big, he's fast, he's got great hands, and he's got 8 goals, but his assists are what help him. He sets other people up. That's what he does. It makes their power play very effective.
For Champlin Park, you're a little bit of the underdog on paper. What do you want to see from your team if you're Coach Potter, especially in the first period here?
Put the puck deep in the Maple Grove zone and forecheck the living crap out of them. Keep them from getting going. Once they get going, they're very good. They spread out and move it. Jam them up in their own zone.
He seems good play again coming up in the Section 5 AA playoffs next month. It's the Rebels and the Crimson live on CCX, and it's coming up next. From the Maple Grove Community Center, Champlin Park, Maple Grove boys hockey on CCX. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, happy to have you with us on this Thursday night. Get ready for this Northwest Suburban Conference matchup. Dan, not as cold as last Saturday, but still not terribly warm. So look at our starting goalies. Evan Whipple for Champlin Park, 8-6-1 on the season, save percentage .885, and the goals against of 3.17. And Zach Price, the junior for Maple Grove, 7-4, save percentage of .917, and a goals against of 2.10. Evan Whipple's numbers obviously a little higher, as you can see, but Coach Potter really feels that he's played a solid season, and that doesn't necessarily not indicative. Not that those are bad numbers, but he's better than his numbers, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And Coach Potter feels like he's kept his team in a lot of games. Champlin Park in the Navy, Maple Grove in their home whites, and we are underway. Champlin Park, Maple Grove hockey. Thanks for watching tonight on CCX. Turnover for Champlin Park early in their own zone. First shot missed. Abbott right in front trying to knock the loose puck in. Couldn't do so. Kept in at the point. Shot there from Lutner. Goes wide of the net. Maple Grove retains possession. Lutner overskates it a little bit and then lost the puck. Still in the Rebel zone, and they'll rink wide the pass and get it out to center ice and shoot it in from just outside the blue line. Jax Warren, gloved there by Zach Price. We'll get our first whistle.
Well, we just saw the reverse psychology there, John. Maple Grove got down and just forechecked them and got them deep in their zone and messed up a couple breakouts. Almost got a good opportunity there. But they finally got it out.
Nick Carlson with a face-off win for Champlin Park. What comes outside the zone, though, is the Rebels the Crimson able to clear it. Shot away here. That goes wide of the net, and that comes off here and get another quick whistle.
Well, John, we talk about the Rebels got to be real careful about the transition that Maple Grove brings. They come back at you really quick, and they'll catch you on a 3-on-2 or even a 2 or 3-on-1. The Rebels got to be very careful with that puck.
Carcos facing off with Nick Carlson. Won by Champlin Park. Max Janisch got it out to center ice. To the Maple Grove line. Couple Rebel players go down there, and it allows the Crimson to clear the puck back out to center. Deflected there at the Rebel blue line. Back into the neutral zone. Maple Grove's got to get back on side before it's swept in by David Kukkonen. Around the boards, to the near side. And comes out to center ice. Back onto the stick there of Andrew Carcos. Behind his net for Owen Smith, and back across for Carcos. Rebels forecheck and keep the puck down in the Maple Grove zone. Crimson retain possession around the boards. Kept in by Champlin Park again. Left side pinching in Evan Long from the blue line. Now it escapes the zone and then shot back in by Janisch as Champlin Park goes off for a change. Only 2 minutes here in the first period.
Well, so far, John, we can see the strategy working itself out, as Coach Potter said. He's working them down deep and keeping them below the dots.
Pass deflected, but still comes out to center ice, then swept back in to the Maple Grove zone. Controlled by Champlin Park. In the corner, Picanato with a check there. Now it comes free, side of the net, and unable to get a shot away there was Ty McGee. Picanato playing the pass off for Preston Moses and swept out of the zone by Joey Leafblad into the Champlin Park zone. Rebels pick it off there. That's knocked out of the zone by Jax Warren. Price plays it back behind his net. Good pass out to the blue line on the Leafblad's stick. Rink-wide pass gets picked off. And good takeaways. Aberwald brought it in, but it was brought out of the zone now into the bench, and we get to face off. We talked about briefly in the pregame the injuries that Champlin Park has had. They lost their top two senior defensemen, both captains, Brody Olson and Austin Anderson, each to ACL injuries in the first 3 games of the season. More recently, Brent Solomon is their leading goal scorer is out, although he is back skating and may play as soon as this weekend. But those 2D, it really kind of threw them for a loop. They would have had 4 returning defensemen. Now they've had to play players who weren't necessarily going to be varsity guys coming into this year.
Well, explains that's why they're giving up almost 4 goals a game. Boy, I tell you, experienced D are really, really important.
Shot here gets to and Garrett Plod. And goalies that have had injuries, Ryder Skansen and Henry Freed, so not injury free. And I guess most teams aren't at this time of year, but the 2 early season injuries to Champlin Park really tough for them. Here comes Maple Grove on the rush as they gain control of the puck.
Yeah, with those types of injuries, that's a whole season thing. They ain't got no chance of them coming back this year, so they just got to ride it out and play with what they got.
Perkins plays it out to center, but onto the stick of Lutner. Lost it as he came into the zone and then back down to the Maple Grove end. Lucas Bush knocks down the Champlin Park player there, and slow to get up was Aberwald. Karkos works it across for Stelgis. Turns and fires wide of the Rebels net. Picked up by Champlin Park there. Banked off the glass and down the ice. It's going to be icing on the Rebels.
Well, right now the Rebels are having a little trouble getting that strategy going and getting it down deep and keeping it in there, but especially in the neutral zone. If they can shut down that neutral zone from the red line in, that's really going to help them a lot. Maple Grove, I would expect they're going to start flying some forwards, John, on the weak side, going out deep with some long passes to break that pressure.
Moses and Carlson on the faceoff, controlled by Maple Grove. Shot going wide off of Jackson Kuznick's stick. Down to the corner. Leafblad has it, blurting it out in front. Now it comes to the near boards. Still controlled by Maple Grove in the Champlin Park end, trying to work it out front for Moses. It's picked off, and here back come the Rebels. 3-on-2. Good check there by Owen Smith, the blue line. Rebels still with it. Turning with it is Carlson. To the corner, back out high, and then gets lost in the skates of Brockton Sandell. Missed possible shot there for Champlin Park. They gain control again and sweep it down in to the Crimson end. And around the boards, onto the stick of Blaine Glendy. And out comes Maple Grove down in the zone, shot away, and that one goes wide of the net off of Smith's stick. Crimson hold the zone.
Ooh, nice move.
Yeah. Pushing in was Luke Giuliani. Back out to the blue line to Smith. Smith takes a hit there. Comes back on to Giuliani's stick. Back out to the left point. Right side. Smith shot away, looking for a tip in front. That goes just wide and taken by Champlin Park. Chipped out of the zone by Tristan Wexeth. Down into the Maple Grove end. And around to the left boards and Giuliani. He takes a spill there as he got hit. Maple Grove with the puck. Abba with a big shot, and the save made by Whipple. Rebels turn it back. Good pass ahead. But they're just a little bit too far out in front of Ty McGee. He does chase it down. Then overskates the puck as he takes a hit from John Hicks. Out the center, pass missing Aubin, and going down to the Rebels end. Not far enough for icing, though. Champlin Park sends it back down into the Maple Grove end. It's skated down there by Kuznick. Or excuse me, by Gavin Anderson. Up into the Rebel zone. Shot away, looking for a tip in front. Kukkonen was parked out in front of the net. Rebels turn that away. Clear it out to center. End-to-end hockey here in these last few shifts. Going down with the puck was Lutner. Maple Grove with it though, and they get it out to center. Missed on the pass, intended for Bush. Rebels from their own blue line. Up they come to center. Brought in by Warren. Shot. Save made there. Comes back to Jax Warren. Lost the puck. Maple Grove with it. Out they come to the center. Karkos with it. Into the high slot. Fires a shot away and Whipple the stop. Behind the net for Bush. Overskated it and taken by Nick Carlson. Out the center. Pass poked off of long stick. He retrieves it. Gets it ahead toward the Maple Grove line. Crimson push it back ahead. Shot away. Goes wide off the stick of Leafblad.
Oh.
Turnover by Champlin Park. Shot away. And big save made by Whipple.
Boy, Jackson Kuznick, what a nice shift he just had. Boy, he just raked that puck inside, stole it, and then came back out and got himself a good shot. We'll see a good shot right here. And he almost got it tipped. You see another one there. Great glove there, but a good position for a shooting shot. Did I see shooting shot? I did.
I knew what you meant. It was a shooting shot. Out come the Rebels. Nick Carlson in on the right side. Carlson stops. Got Reese George there with him. Tie up. And now he comes onto the stick of George. He gets tied up with Moses. Loose puck comes back to Price and decides best to cover up.
Good plan. They were a little shaky there, trying to get it out and trying to find their legs. I could see what he's talking about. See Coach Potter there for the Champlin Park Rebels.
Look at Tommy Potter, his sixth-year head coach. Played in this program, 2010 Champlin Park High School graduate. Great coach and real ties to this hockey program. And another one of the great hockey guys, right? There's so many coaches that we just love. Tom's one of them.
Yes, he's fabulous.
We're past the midway point here of the scoreless first period. Shots on goal, 6-2 in favor of Maple Grove. I'd say, other than the shot by Kuznick, not a lot of great chances on those 6 shots. Out comes Aberwald now for Champlin Park. Stick handling with the puck now. Shoot it back behind the net. Chased down there by Warren. Around the boards, Aberwald takes a hit. And it comes out to center ice. Controlled there by Cole Perkins. Takes a hit and goes down as Glendy took him out of the play. Abbott, rink wide pass picked off. That comes right back to Abbott as on a missed pass for Champlin Park. Rebels have it back at their blue line. Ahead it comes to the Maple Grove line and the Matthew Lang stick. There's Carlson with it. Turns in the high slot, feeds a pass off to the circle along, back out high. And Janish couldn't keep it in.
Good call there. The Rebels got a nice job kind of getting it inside Maple Grove territory. Gave them a line change. So they had fresh bodies out there maintaining pressure.
Carlson winning the face-off onto the stick of Long. Shoot it in from center ice. Back behind the Crimson net. And out they come now. Swept ahead by Karkos. Trying to skate it down was Lutner. Lutner does get a stick on it, takes a check, emerges with the puck. Lutner putting it out in front. Gets deflected and onto the stick of Bush. Now to Karkos. Back out, blue line, shot away. Whipple gets a piece of that shot off of Anderson's stick. Around the boards it comes to Karkos. He turns, fires, but right onto the stick of Carlson. Carlson for Champlin Park. Lost it to Bush. Kukkonen had it briefly, and then Carlson gets it back for Champlin Park. Ahead at center ice to Lang. He'll shoot it into the Maple Grove zone with under 6 minutes to go in the first. Blue line. Puck laying there for a moment before it's finally picked up by Bush. Play ahead into the Champlin Park zone and onto the stick of Lang. He comes out to center. Pokes ahead into the Maple Grove end. Onto the stick there of Owen Smith. Smith out to center. Backhands it into the Champlin Park zone. Quick turn back the other way for Anderson. Right out in front. Oh, and it slides off of Anderson's stick. He was going deep with Ty McGee. Back to the blue line. Shot away, and Price gloves the shot from Sandell.
Boy, nice setup there by the Rebels. They should have had a goal. What a nice one. Look at his pass. Just started right into the stick. Just couldn't quite handle it to bring it across and put it in the net, but nice play.
Moses winning the face-off from Maple Grove and shot down in by Leafblad. Centering pass out in front. Rebels take that. And back they skate the other way with McGee. McGee trying to put it out in front. That gets blocked. Taken by McGee. And lost the puck along the boards. Kuznick takes it, shoots it out to center. Played back ahead into the Maple Grove end by Sandell. Pass to the blue line, out to center ice, almost to Abbott. Now he does get it, shot away to goal. Brady Abbott, the junior, puts Maple Grove on top 1-0.
Boy, just a nice play by Abbott there. Just a nice sniper of a shot. He just got it clean about 15 feet out and just ripped it into the lower corner. Nice job. Good chance to see it right there. And just caught it perfectly. Not much you could do about that. That's just a good shot.
I saw his dad last week at the Rogers Maple Grove game. He said, make sure you say hi to me next week. I'll be in Naples, Florida watching the game.
Oh, so. Well, hi, guy.
Sure.
Hi. I'm
enjoying
bitter.
a nice water or something to drink tonight while watching the game.
Oh, man.
Well, his son gets Maple Grove on the board here late in the first period. And here comes Abbott again. Into the circle. Kuznick gets the lone assist at 12:24 of the first out in front. And Whipple's got to be on his toes here. Maple Grove buzzing around the net. Puck along the left boards. And skated out by Maple Grove to center ice. Stood up by a check was Giuliani. Out comes Champlin Park ahead onto Aberwold's stick. Glove save made by Price. Aberwold's dangerous. He gets the puck on his stick. 18 goals for him on the season. And Zach Price with another save.
Well, so far Price has looked good, but he hasn't really been tested. They seem to be shooting at that glove side. I'm wondering if they switch over to the stick side, they might find a better opening, although that shot was from pretty far out. They haven't been able to establish anything in the slot, the Rebels.
Little face-off right to the net. Price able to make the stop on Matthew Lang.
It just goes to show you. You think face-offs are important, John? My gosh. What a nice move. Face-off win went right at it, and now the Champlin Park Rebels are going to get a Parkway.
Yeah, Kukinen's going to go off as he gets a hook there. He had to do something. I think he felt to try to impede the progress of.
It made a lot of difference. He could have got a stick on it and pounded it in, so actually it was a good penalty.
So first power play opportunity of the night. It's been a good power play this year for Champlin Park at about 33%.
Yeah.
Hooking at 13:20 on Kukkonen. Along with the puck at the left point. Off the skate there of Aberwald, and Maple Grove able to clear it out. Champlin Park quickly resets. Aberwald into the zone for the Rebels. Turns with the puck. Feeds it back off. Now to the circle. That pass missing. Trying to get it to Will Bernovic. Rebels pinching in deep. Back out right point. Again onto the stick of Long. Shot looking for a tip in front. Got it, but tipped wide. Under a minute to go in the power play. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Shot on net. Price makes the save on Aberwald and cleared out of the zone by the Crimson.
Boy, nice rush there by the Rebels. Put some pressure on. Couldn't quite get the puck all the way in there, but they still got 30 seconds left and maybe make another one more rush.
Wexeth comes out to center onto the stick of George. Reese George will run it in for the Rebels. Carries deep. Takes a hit there from Lettner. Gets away. Wexeth Back out to the blue line, kept in at the point by Warren. High up along the boards, final seconds of the penalty. Kukkonen back on the ice. Maple Grove back at full strength. He had a chance here and a big save by Whipple.
Whoa, that was a big save. That was a laser. Wow, what a shot.
Kukkonen came out of the box, went right to the bench, and Jackson Kuznick took his spot, and Kuznick was the player that got free for Maple Grove. And a big save by Mr. Whipple. 1-0 Maple Grove with 1:32 to go in the first period. Face-off win, looking for a tip in front, was Anderson off the shot from Lettner. Anderson back to Moses. Feeds it off, Lettner. And then back behind the Crimson net. Kuznick got knocked down as he came to the ice, to the net, and the puck got covered up. Look at Todd Berglund, 9th year head coach in Maple Grove in the state tournament again last year. They've been a frequent visitor to St. Paul. I know we're disappointed in their quarterfinal round loss. In the state tournament, the Cretan-Durham Hall. That was a terrific team last season, 23 wins. But they're always going to be in the mix, right, Dan?
They've got all the youth program underneath them. They consistently have 3 good lines. Yeah.
Another one of our favorite coaches, I should mention, too.
Gosh. I always look forward to a game with Coach Berglund. He just lets that thief of a false personality just come out.
There you go. 35 seconds to go in the period of rush here for Champlin Park, and it hops off the stick of Carlson. And out comes Stelchus here for Maple Grove. Stelchus had Karkos on his left, couldn't get it to him. Champlin Park gets it back, 15 seconds to go. Brought in by Lang. Lang lost it. He and Smith collide and battle for the puck. On to 5 seconds to go. Centering pass in front on to Karko's stick, and that'll be the end of the first period. Shots on goal 8-6 in favor of Maple Grove. And on the scoreboard, they lead it 1-0.
Good period by Maple Grove. They really put some pressure on, got down. Champlin Park got a little bit of jumping that puck down in the deep zone of Maple Grove, but they really couldn't maintain the forecheck. Maple Grove broke out. Got some good opportunities out there.
We'll take a break. Our first period in the books tonight at the Maple Grove Community Center. Our score, Maple Grove 1, Champlin Park 0. You're watching boys hockey on CCX. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. A little mite hockey on the ice in between periods here in Maple Grove and Champlin Park. Varsity with the Crimson leading the Rebels by a score of 1-0. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken back with you at the Maple Grove Community Center to look at highlights from the opening period of play. Maple Grove with some good scoring chances, and Evan Whipple having to make a stop here on Andrew Karkos early in the game. Scoring chance here for Champlin Park. Actually, a couple of them miss on that one in front, and then the shot from the blue line, and the glove save made by Zach Price off of Brockton Sandel's stick. And Aubert taking advantage of the puck. He nets his 6th goal of the season. Brady Aubert goal coming at the 12:24 mark. Price with a glove save late, and then after the penalty, it expired to Kukkonen, a scoring chance for Jackson Kuznick, and Whipple another stop there. Look at the numbers for the first period, 1-0 to score. Shots on goal, 8-6 Crimson. The scoring chances, 4-1 for Maple Grove. Just the one penalty for 2 minutes in the period.
Well, good period for the Crimson. You know, they got off the schneid and got a goal. They wish they had a few more at this point, but Champlin Park just not moving the legs. They got to pick it up a little bit and really start putting some pressure on them. And right now, they're just not skating to the point where they're going to beat them. They got to get a goal and get their legs going again.
We'll take a break, come back, and more of our game. The second period coming up. Rebels and the Crimson on CCX. Ready for the second period here in Maple Grove, with the Crimson leading the Champlin Park Rebels 1-0 on CCX. John Jacobson with Dan Ficken. Shots on goal, 8-6 in favor of Maple Grove. Brady Oppett, the lone goal late in the first period. With the Crimson up. Zach Price with the shutout so far. Came in with excellent goals against average, and just one goal given up so far by Evan Whipple. There we go. Period number 2 underway. Makes George shooting it down in the Maple Grove zone. Comes loose in front of Price. George gets to it and buries it. Price lost the puck. Comes right to George, and he puts it in, and just like that, we're tying at 1.
Boy, that is one place you do not want to mess around with the puck. Get it out of there. And boy, the forechecking of the Rebels did a great job there, turning it over. Got it deep. Forecheck, like their plan was, got caught in front of the net. It skipped by him. And there was the Rebels just there to take advantage of the opportunity.
George with his first goal of the season. Unassisted at 11 seconds, and it's 1-1. Here they come again on a shot on net. Glove save by Price off the stick of Perkins.
Well, can we say put a little gasoline in the tank, ladies and gentlemen? The Rebels got a full fill that time. Just a nice play here. Got another opportunity in a hard shot, although it was wide.
Crimson winning the face-off. Golfed out to center ice by Kukkonen. Brought in by Karkos on the right side. Trying to slide past Peterson, who took him out of the play. Onto the stick of Perkins and across into the zone as Bernovic went flying as he took a check. Back behind the net it goes, and Luttner will try to get to it, but getting there first was Bernovic for Champlin Park. Out of Karkos. He lost it as it's picked off by Perkins, put to the corner. And taken by Karkos. Rink wide pass on the Luttner stick. Drop pass to Kukkonen. Fires a shot. That gets blocked, and a good defensive play by Sandell. Here they come again. Off of Bernovic's skate and taken by Maple Grove. Ahead into the Rebel zone. Drop pass by Glendy got picked off. Here's Aberwald. His shot.
Ooh.
Price makes the save on him.
Boy, you could just hear the crowd murmur on that shot. It looked tricky. It was kind of a flutter puck. And it came in. But he made a good save on it. Zach Price here. Something must have skipped. I think his mask switched on him as he was trying to make a play on the puck, and it kind of freaked him out a little bit. But he made the save.
Good start for Champlin Park in the first 90 seconds here of the second period. Already a goal and some good pressure outside of the goal on Price and the Crimson defense. They lose it here, though, and Maple Grove has it back out to center. Hobbit, the goal scorer tonight, shot away, and Whipple the save.
Whipple had to be ready on that one. He pulled it back quick and got the shot fast. But Whipple was on it. He was watching what's going on. He was on top of his crease.
Glendy wins the faceoff. Aubert draws it back to the blue line. And then played back behind the net to Giuliani. Back out to the point as the puck's kept in the zone by Stelgis. Giuliani battling with it now with Long. Long takes it, and Champlin Park has control. Back they come quickly to center ice with Carlson. And Carlson gets taken out by Aubert. That's going to be a penalty. Aubert's going to go to the box here.
That was a hook of a hook of a hook of a hook. Aubert taking him down, taking down the Rebel player. See, gets that stick wrapped up and then just pulls the bolt down. Clears the bell. Now, Champlin Park came in here, John, with a really good power play percentage. We'll see if they can do something with this. And frankly, Maple Grove has done a pretty good job killing penalties, 89%.
Strength on strength. Time for the penalty, hooking at 2:18. And second power play opportunity of the night here for Champlin Park. Evan Long. Drop pass onto the stick of Carlson, and they lost it.
Dear.
Here's a chance for Bush. Lucas Bush shorthanded and missed the net. Now comes out to center ice, controlled by Maple Grove. On to Bush's stick. He'll kill off a few seconds back in his own zone and then shoot it down into the Rebels' end. Champlin Park takes it back.
It's funny how that puck finds itself on Lucas Bush's stick.
Yeah.
He's got 3 shorthanded goals, John. He might be leading the state in that category.
Shot away, and Price with a big save, and finally the whistle. I think he thought perhaps it was covered and then no whistle, and then finally did come, and he hung on to it. That was a tricky shot.
Yeah.
Here's the shorthanded try, and then the miss by Bush, and then opportunity a minute ago. Nice pass by Aberwald, and then the wrist shot by Long, and Price makes the save and a big pileup.
Well, it was a good opportunity. You could see the Rebel player on the backside coming through. If that would have gone through, that would have been an easy hit it.
Dan, Stell just able to clear the zone. Under a minute to go in the power play now. Takeaway for Maple Grove, shorthanded here. Giuliani will golf it back out onto the stick of Karkos, and then further back for Smith. And then Smith will bank it out to center. Carson Anderson at his blue line plays it off for Wexeth. Wexeth at the line and unable to keep it in. Still just got a stick on it. Cleared back down into the Rebels' end. 20 seconds left in the man advantage for Champlin Park. Up the wing comes Warren with the puck. Play to the boards, and Wexeth keeping it in. Knocked down by Smith, unable to clear it though. Good play by McGee to keep it in for Champlin Park. Penalty time has expired on Aubert. Both teams back at full strength. Backhand shot. Price making a save there. Rebels still with it. Pass going to McGee. He gets tied up by Smith. On the boards and comes back to Smith's stick, who feeds it to Stelgis. Big pass out to center ice. Goes off the stick of Leafblad. Shot back in by the Rebels. Smith with it again to Stelgis. Getting it up the boards for Kuznick. Taken away by Champlin Park. Fired wide though. Leafblad got it back. On to Perkins' stick. McGee takes a check behind the net, able to free the pass up. Shot goes wide on the one-timer by Long. Crimson with it, they clear the zone and down the ice, icing here on Maple Grove.
Well, just a good play to relieve pressure. The Rebels really putting it on there. They got it down deep and forechecked it like their game plan was and did a nice job. Maple Grove coughed it up a number of times.
(1-1) on the goal from Reese George here in the second period to counter the goal in the first period scored by the Crimson's Brady Abbott. 11:35 to go in the second. Cleared out down to the Champlin Park zone where Giannis skates it down. Out to center. Lutner for Maple Grove will shoot it in. Goes off of Giannis' stick. Around the left side to Aberwald. Aberwald onto the stick of Long. Into the zone, and it pops back out to Perkins. Perkins gets knocked down. Bush with it. Bush feeding a pass across, a shot, and that goes wide off of Kukinen's stick. Here comes Champlin Park the other way. Aberwald fires, and the save by Price.
Boy, Aberwald with a really nice move there after a couple of really tough Maple Grove checks there. They finally busted it free, and he got in and got a good idea. You can see right here. Great shot there. Missed the net. And here, just a great move, and he cranks it and gets it off really quick here before the goalie hopefully could react, but he was on top of it.
Maple Grove trying to skate out of the zone. Good job by Champlin Park forechecking, and they get the shot on net, and Price makes the save on the shot from Lang. Now the Crimson will get it out. Picanato then overskated the puck, shot back into the Rebel zone. Whipple leaving it there for Ward, who played it along the boards. Now onto Perkins or Carlson's stick. Cleared up to center ice. Brought in by Carlson on the left wing for Champlin Park. Behind the net, got run out of the play there. George after it, number 8. Carlson, but that comes to Maple Grove. Out comes Glendy. Hicks plays it right side. Abbott playing it toward the net, but onto the stick of Sandell. Rebels get it back out, then lost it right at the blue line. Turnover carried in by Kuznick, centering pass. Moses fans on, and Smith missed the net. Couple of opportunities there for Maple Grove, but couldn't cash in.
Well, they've turned up the forechecking pressure now, too, and got a couple turnovers there. There's another one.
Smith dumps it back behind the net. Warren taking it, banks it out, relieves some pressure for Champlin Park. And it's icing on the Rebels.
And that was a good icing. Boy, nice opportunity here. What a move here. And then he brings it back out in front.
Moses missing, and then Smith missing the net.
I like that they got away from shooting at that glove hand, John. They went after that stick and shoulder side.
Moses winning the face-off. Back to Smith. Shot a lot of traffic in front. It hits there and comes right to McGee. Kept in by Maple Grove. But then back onto the stick of Long. He lost it. Gets it up to Kuznick. Long knocks it down. Kuznick knocks him down.
Boy, Kuznick is having a couple good shifts here.
Yeah, he is. Trying to get his stick on it in front of the net again. Finally ridden off the play. And taken back by McGee for the Rebels. McGee then lost it. Picks it back up along the boards. Takes a check. Lost it. And here comes Champlin Park. Or excuse me, Maple Grove with Stelgis. Into the Champlin Park zone. Spins. Trying to get past Long. Center. Trying to center. And gets picked off by Anderson. Cleared out to center. Wexeth for Champlin Park. Shooting it down to the Crimson end. Bush lost it. right in front, but unable to do anything with it. There was Aberwald. Bush getting a stick on it again, comes to Bernovic. Bernovic putting it out front, but it's into the skates of Aberwald, who couldn't get a stick on it. He gets it back, skates it back into the zone. Bernovic feeds it off Perkins with a shot, and glove saved by Price.
Boy, Price's glove hand is really quick. He was in there. Champlin player was in there all by himself. Just had a great opportunity to go short side high. Good pass right there. And he had an open net, but boy, he got over quick. Price did a nice job on that save.
Perkins has come in on that top line in place of Brent Solomon. We talked about him earlier. 20-goal scorer for Champlin Park. They expect him back in the lineup soon. That's a dangerous first line when he's healthy.
Man,
it is as it is. But put number 2 back out there, and they'll be tough to stop. Play down now in the Champlin Park zone, kept in by Luckner. Husnick trying to put it out in front, or excuse me, put out in front by Glendy. The shot missed by Giuliani. Champlin Park will ice it.
Boy, good takeaway. Good top defense by the Rebels in their own zone. Just threw the pass away in a kind of a panic mode. That time they had an opportunity to create a rush, but at least they relieved the pressure in their own zone.
Maple Grove, it's the last change. They'll bring out their top line again. Parko's trying to get the puck back for Maple Grove behind the Rebels net, but Champlin Park controls it. Lang gets the pass ahead. Here comes Long into the zone. Long centering it out of the slot, a shot away, and Price another big stop. This time with the save on Lang.
Price is on his game tonight, boy. I'll tell you, really good setup here. Got it across, came out, got a shooter right where he wants to be. The Price is already over there, and he paid the price for stepping into the slot.
Now we get a cross-checking penalty. Whistled as you saw the hit coming by Gavin Anderson, and so he'll go to the box here. And third power play opportunity here of the night for Champlin Park. So far, they're 0 for 2.
As you can see, the Crimson have a really good penalty kill. This probably won't affect them too much, although Coach Bergen doesn't look real happy right now.
Yeah, the hit probably came, a second too late, right?
Yeah.
If that comes as the whistle goes or as the save's made, but it came a second or two late. And so the cross-check call came, and back to the man advantage for Champlin Park. 0 for 2 so far, but they've had some opportunities. Aberwald out high to Long. Aberwald one-timer. Price got a piece of that. Comes back to Aberwald, feeds it to Long, shot away, and Price the glove save.
I think right now the Rebels ought to readjust and stop shooting at that glove, by guys. Right. It's quick, man. But they're getting some opportunities. They're putting a good forecheck out, and frankly, the Crimson are giving the puck up way too much. There's the first one on the side.
1:15 left in the power play for Champlin Park. They control in the Crimson zone. Lang with the puck. Feeds it back to Aberwald. Again to Long. Fires. A lot of traffic. Bouncing puck goes just wide. Back onto the stick of Carlson. To the blue line to Long. Aberwald drives one. That one got tipped in front. Back onto Aberwald's stick. Into the circle with it. Back to Long out high. To Aberwald. Shot fired. Save made by Price, and he has it underneath him. Boy, Lang was really jamming at it. Couldn't get anything past Zach Price.
Good opportunity. I like where the Rebels have showed a lot of patience here, too. That had an absolute opportunity to. You see young Aberwell getting the, paying the price for standing in the slot, so to speak. And he's going to go.
We get a first penalty of the night on Champlin Park.
But it's a 1-and-1. Each team put up.
Oh, you're right. Coincidental minors here. So we'll stay. Skating 5-on-4 and the shot away, and Price got another stop.
Well, the Rebels are getting some opportunities here, John. They got to start cashing in on some power plays. We'll see if they can cash in on this. Now they're averaging 4 goals a game. They need a few more. This would be a good opportunity.
25 seconds left in the power play for Maple Grove, or for Champlin Park. Maple Grove has had it bottled up in their zone the whole minute and a half first. Now they finally get it out, and Lettner shoots a bouncing puck in on Whipple. Final seconds of the penalty time on Anderson. One last rush with the extra skater for Champlin Park. They lose it, and it's cleared back out to center. Here comes Maple Grove. Loud mad rush, trying to put it out front and a little bit behind the stick of Bush, and cleared out by Champlin Park. Lettner with it back in his own zone, banks it out to center. Onto the stick there of Glendy. Comes to Braid across, and then missing on the shot was Glendy. A chance for Champlin Park back the other way. A shot. Price the save, and he covers up. Makes the save on the big shot from George.
I like the way the Rebels are coming at it, John. They're coming in, getting across that blue, and they're firing the puck. And they're creating some havoc there. We made Price really work on that one. Normally he doesn't give up a rebound like that, but boy, that was a little scary for the Crimson.
On the Maple Grove end, there have been a lot of them. This puck controlled by the Rebels. 4:20 to go in the second period of a 1-1 hockey game. Pass coming up to center. Ovid had run off the play. Knocked down and cleared ahead by Perkins into the Maple Grove zone. Overskated there by Anderson, as chasing him down is Lang. Comes to Bernovic, trying to put it out in front. Bernovic gets it, turns, fires, and that gets tipped just high. And there's Matthew Lang right in front of the net again for the Rebels, number 15. Stelgis for Maple Grove. Getting it onto the stick of Braid and out to center ice. Perkins had him. We had a hand pass whistled on Champlin Park.
Well, John, the Rebels are putting up some fight here. They're really starting to pull it together. They're accomplishing what they wanted to do, is get the puck deep in the Grove zone and forecheck them, and they've created some good opportunities for themselves.
Three and a half minutes to go here in the second period. Carlson in his own zone. Plays it around the boards. Pass ahead made by George. To Carlson. Puts it out in front. Aberwall looking for a tip. Price was ready for it. Back onto the stick now of Karkos. Lost by Maple Grove as they trying to break out of the zone. Karkos with it again. Oh, good play here by Carlson. Won't let Karkos or the Crimson out of the zone. Now it's on the Bush's stick. Turn and try to set things up. Gets the pass ahead to Smith. Lost it and played, and a good check by Bush, knocking down George. Lutner gets knocked down for Maple Grove. Rink wide pass on to Kukinen's stick. Kukinen has Smith in front. He scores!
Oh, wow.
What a terrific pass. David Kukinen to Owen Smith, and the senior puts Maple Grove back in front 2-1.
Boy, what a beautiful play. Even Coach Berge was kind of like, that was really nice. Smith, senior defenseman, coming up and just riding it. You always like it when they can jump into play and become effective. And giving the Crimson a 1-goal lead. Just a beautiful pass right there. Boy, slipped it in the corner there. Not much the goalie could do on that one. Very pretty play. Couldn't draw it up better.
Owen Smith's third goal of the season puts his team back in front. A big one here for Maple Grove. Comes at 14:29 of the second period. Stelge's pass ahead. Was trying to get it to Leafblad. His stick was being tied up, and comes instead to Janish. Karkos will also get an assist on the Smith goal along with Kukinen. Under 2 minutes to go now in the second. That one's banked out of play.
Well, we got a cross-checking penalty on the Crimson.
No, it sure did.
I wonder what was going on there. Well, here's a golden opportunity with 1:53 left. Most of this penalty be in this period. Well, if they could walk into the locker room, John, with a tie game, that would be a bonus. And you can see the power play for the Rebels pretty doggone good at 31%. I mean, that's a good power play.
So Anderson off for cross-checking, as Todd Bergman wants an explanation of. He didn't think much of that call, I don't think.
Yeah, facial expression kind of says it, doesn't it?
So yet another opportunity with the extra skater for Champlin Park. They've not had a power play goal yet. It's their fourth opportunity of the night. Aberwald with the puck on his stick. Back out high to Long. The circle, backhand shot by Bernovic. Chipping at it in front was Lang, and Price makes the save. Out to center comes Leafblad with the puck. Then he lost it, almost got onto the stick of Bush, but Champlin Park able to turn it back. Here's Long with it. As the Rebels set up again in the Crimson zone. On to Aberwald's sick. Moves in, tipped a couple of times, cleared, but not out. Long at the left point, keeps it in. Fired along the boards, onto the stick of Carlson. Smith for Maple Grove trying to get it out. Fanning on the shot, but getting the puck back was Long. Under a minute to go now in the period. Carlson fires a shot, and Price got a piece of that. Long will skate it down in the corner for Champlin Park. They maintain possession, and played by a high stick for the Rebels. Had it poked off his stick. Aberwald gets it. Brings it in for Champlin Park. Takes a hit into the boards by Giuliani. Puck comes all the way through. Long gets his stick on it. Plays it back behind the net. Lutner has it for the Crimson and banks it out of the zone. Out of 20 seconds to go in the period. Played up to center. Bernovic lost it and cleared away by Giuliani, and that'll pretty much kill off the rest of this period. Maple Grove will survive most of this power play. They'll have a few seconds left in the third period to skate off, 7 seconds officially, but they will take a 2-1 lead into the second intermission.
Good period by the Crimson. They got what they needed. They needed a goal to get ahead, give them a little more confidence and stuff. They still need to pick the pace up a little bit more, and it'd be a good opportunity with that lingering penalty coming into the third period, but they need to pick it up. Champlin, I think they're playing a darn good game.
Well, that was a terrific second period. They had 6 shots on goal in the first period, 16 in the second period.
Came back really nice there.
Each team with a goal. One early, and boy, plenty of chances for more. And Maple Grove able to answer with the second one in the game to lead it 2-1. More hockey on CCX from the Maple Grove Community Center after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
At the Maple Grove Community Center, home of the Crimson. Maple Grove boys hockey leading Champlin Park 2-1 after 2 periods. It was 1-0 Maple Grove after 1. As we look at highlights from the second period, it did not take long for Champlin Park to score. Jump into the puck, and it zips past Zach Price right onto the stick of Reese George. The sophomore scores his first goal of the season, 11 seconds in, and that made it 1-1. Ensuing face-off, first of many more chances on Price on net. Cole Perkins there. Short-handed breakaway here, but missing the net for Maple Grove was Lucas Bush, and that opportunity. Scoring shot there, shot on net by Evan Long. And just a lot of opportunities for Champlin Park in that second period. Owen Smith with a shot there. That one went wide. Great passing here. Another glove save made by Price on Perkins' shot. Long brings it back into the zone. And making a stop here on Lang. That's your penalty. Maple Grove's been in the box quite a few times. Maple Grove getting on the board late in the period. Terrific pass from David Kukkonen onto the stick of Owen Smith, and he scores at 14:29 to make it 2-1 Maple Grove. That shots that period 16-3 in favor of Champlin Park. They own a 22-11 edge right now, 7-5 edge in scoring chances. They've drawn just one penalty. It was a coincidental minor with one of the 5 minors on Maple Grove. And Champlin Park close to going 0 for 4 on the power play. They have 7 seconds left to start the third.
Boy, I don't like those odds now. If I'm Maple Grove, do not go in the box, because something's about to change. I mean, you give them that many opportunities, they're going to cash in on one for sure sooner or later. But Champlin Park has played very well, John. They've been very steady, very structured. They're not getting out of position and really taking it to the Crimson.
We'll take a break, come back. Third period of hockey on the way on CCX, the Rebels and the Crimson. 2-1 hockey game here in Maple Grove with the Crimson leading the Rebels. We get ready for the third period of play tonight on CCX. Maple Grove, as we mentioned at the top, a rank
So this is it. This is the last period now for the Rebels. They're still in this thing.
Haberwald with a shot on net. Price to save, and Maple Grove is back at full strength. Champlin Park 0 for 4 on the power play now. Shot from the blue line. Price able to make the save there. Off the shot from Warren. Rebels still with it. Haberwald dropping it back to Warren. Sliding it across for Standell. Back behind the Maple Grove net around the boards. Pulled free to the corner. Comes to the blue line and kept in by Sandell. Sandell, good opening shift here for Champlin Park. Sandell pinching in from the left point. Plays it back behind the net. Maple Grove gets it back, and now they'll skate it out for the first time in the period. Giuliani will bring it in on the right side. Pushing deep, gets a shot on net, and Whipple the save.
Boy, he made a nice backhand to forehand move there, coming around in and got a shot off inside. He's in a little too tight, but it was a great move.
Well, Giuliani forcing and face off in the Champlin Park zone a minute into the period. Carcos wins the face-off back to Bush. Ludner shot away. Save made by Whipple.
We'll see if the Crimson
face-off win for the Crimson. Shot and whistles wide of the net. Comes back to Anderson's stick at the blue line. Carlson got it back for Champlin Park. Swept ahead into the Maple Grove zone. Carlson dumping it back behind the net. Lutner sweeps the puck up the boards and out of the zone. Shot back in by Janisch. And here's Lutner with it from Maple Grove. In on the left side, and a shot away, and Whipple the save on Carcos. And a fanned on his first try, got it back onto his stick and able to put it on net.
Yeah, they just Champlin's D is I think they're just sinking a little bit too deep in their own zone here and giving the Crimson a little too much space to work with. They need to be up higher on the blue line to stop the assault. Force them to dump it in rather than getting a shot from there.
Carson Anderson, the face-off win, getting it back to Janisch. Intercepted though by Maple Grove. Kuznick had a stick on it for a moment. The back comes long for Champlin Park. Stops at the Maple Grove line, moves in, passes it off, comes back to Long, then lost it off his stick. And it comes to McGee. Anderson. Back to McGee along the boards. Blue line, shot away, goes off the pipe. Off the stick of Janisch. McGee with it again for Champlin Park. Trying to run him off the play, but unable to do so was Kuznick. Good puck possession here for Champlin Park. McGee getting tied up by Moses. Puck to the side of the net. Leafblad has it. And able to get it out of the zone. Trying to feed it to Picanato and brought back in. Anderson will shoot it wide of the net for the Rebels. Maple Grove to the blue line. Aberwald able to keep it in for a moment. Lost it. Comes back out. And out comes Maple Grove with the puck. Flipped up into the corner by Kuznick as they go off for a change. Around the boards. Carlson able to clear it out, but it's onto the stick of Smith for Maple Grove. Banks it off the end boards for Stelgis. Carlson banking it down deep for Champlin Park. On to Aubit's stick and out of the zone to center. Sandell with it there. Played ahead to the line. Stelgis lost it in his skates. Turnover, and Champlin Park unable to do anything with it, but Aberwald gets the puck. Feeds it back out to Warren. His shot gets blocked. Cleared by Maple Grove. They skated out to center. Poked free. Comes back onto the stick of Smith. Brought it in briefly, and Champlin Park able to get it back out. Rebels, Aberwald sweeping it in on the right side. Giuliani gets it out for Maple Grove. Shot back in by Champlin Park. 13 minutes to play here in the third period. A 2-1 Maple Grove lead.
The Rebels right now, John, are just being disruptors. They're really stopping the flow of play for the Crimson, and hopefully they'll create some more scoring opportunities out of that.
Carlson got tied up, going down, getting a stick on it was George. On the boards, Giuliani clear it out of the zone and down in the Champlin Park zone. It's icing on the Crimson.
Well, that was a good few minutes there for the Rebels. They really established themselves, and they're starting to take charge. The Crimson have got to pick it back up again. They're not moving their legs in comparison to the Rebels.
Carlson and Karkos on the face-off. Won by Maple Grove. Kukkonen on the Karkos' stick. Brings it in right side. Feeds it out in front. Goes off a couple of sticks and back harmlessly behind the net.
Ooh.
Given up, though, by the Rebels, and it's Karkos with it. Anderson shoots it wide. Lettner keeping it in. Then he takes a hit. Able to play it behind the net. Centering pass out in front. Didn't hit anyone in a Crimson sweater, and the Rebels have it again. They got it to the blue line. Maple Grove immediately gets it back. Shot down in and long. Banks it back out of the zone. Anderson with it. Pass it ahead for Picanato. Cross and in by Bush on the left side. Bush with it. Dangerous with the puck in front. Oh, and a big save by Whipple. Puck still loose. And the Rebels will skate out of there with it. Out comes Champlin Park with Wexeth. Backhands his shot toward Price. Gets it back onto his stick. Foreheaded poked away by Picanato. Shot on net. Price the save. Loose puck. Cleared and flipped up in the air by Kuznick down into the Rebel zone. No icing here as it's skated down by Sandell. He lost it, but picked up by his teammate briefly. McGee couldn't get clear of the zone, and a shot on net here, and Whipple makes the save on Leafblad.
Well, that little lapse by the Rebels here has really sparked up the Crimson with a great opportunity there. Fantastic save.
Yeah, great Whipple. Scoring opportunity, and Whipple able to make the save on Karkos. Keeps us a one-goal game with 11 minutes to play in the third.
Well, the longer this goes on, the more it favors Champlin. I'll tell you, John, they're only one shot away from tying it.
All but back behind the net, comes out in front with it, almost put it away for his second goal. Instead, out comes Aberwald for Champlin Park. Into the zone, shot away by Bernovic. Second hit the side of the net. Bernovic getting it back out in front off of Warren's stick. Shot by Sandell goes wide of the Maple Grove net and to the boards. And clear to the blue line and kept in by Bertovic.
Oh,
That came dangerously out in front to Price. Maple Grove able to flip it out to center. And it's going to be called a hand pass here. Going to bring the faceoff down into the Champlin Park zone.
well, I like the way the Rebels are approaching this, John. They're just, let's put some rubber on them. Let's put some rubber on the goalie, and they're doing a great job of that. Now they need somebody in front to maybe tip it, give it a little change of direction. Maybe they'll find a hole.
Will chafe Carlson out of the faceoff circle. Lang and Karkos now. Run by the Rebels, but then Maple Grove gets the puck back. Kukkonen playing it off. Anderson will shoot it back behind the net, comes to the side of the goal. Cleared. And out by Lang. Shot back in by Maple Grove. Sandell gets the pass off. Pass too far out in front of Lang's stick here.
No ice.
But no icing. Chased down by Anderson of Maple Grove. Tie up, free puck. Comes to Karkos' stick. Out to center. Down on the Champlin Park zone. No icing here either. As it's skated down by Jax Warren. Warren passed ahead. Carlson had it off his stick. Comes back to Warren in his zone. Again for Carlson. He'll skate up and feed it off on the right side to Janish. Shoots it into the Maple Grove zone. Around the boards it goes. Chase down there. And cleared back behind the net and up out of play.
It's been a good period, a good start for the Rebels here, John. They've started really asserting themselves and disrupting everything for Maple Grove. Maple Grove defensively's got to hold tight here. And especially Zach Price. Now, he's done a good job. He's gotten his legs down nice both ways to make some really good saves, but we'll have to see if he can keep it up. And if Champlin can get that one shot, that'll find some twine.
24 saves on the night for Price. 9 minutes to go here in the third period. Still a 2-1 game. That was our score after 2. It was 1-0 Maple Grove after 1. Each team with a goal in the second. Maple Grove without a power play opportunity tonight. Champlin Park is 0 for 4. Leafblad for Maple Grove. Plays it ahead. Kuznick got it into the Rebel zone. Giannis, we got a couple of players there. Kuznick going down with Long. Well, he might take them both.
Well, Kuznick's definitely gone.
Yep. I think Rebels fans didn't feel that Long should be going too, but it is. They're both going to go.
Yep. Some fans expressing their opinions of the referee's judgment here. That's unusual. Yeah, that should have been a double minor. He slugged him.
So 8:27, the time of the coincidental minors. Long for Champlin Park and Kuznick for Maple Grove. Rebels control the faceoff. They've done a nice job on faceoff tonight,
They have.
Dan. Crimson with it, get it out to center. Touched by Abbott. Good job, get away from a check by Glendy. Rebels will flip it up in the air, knocked down by Stelgis. Taken by Bertovic, though. Here he comes for Champlin Park, puts it out in front. Looking for the tip-in try was Perkins. Price has to be alert again. Big shot here that gets blocked by Abbott. Perkins will dump it back behind the Crimson net where Maple Grove has it. Abbott trying to get out of the zone. Aberwald right there at the blue line, won't let it. Now it comes out. Stelgis with it for Maple Grove. Rink wide pass too far for Abbott by Smith. It's icing on the Crimson.
Well, I got to say, John, the Crimson have just not picked it up at all. They're not getting into that gear that they can play at. And right now, Champlin is really doing the best they can in following their game plan. They've kept it close. Anything can happen on the next 7.5 minutes, but there's a look of concern on Coach Bergstrom's face, and I can understand why.
Carcos banks the puck out to the blue line. Bush almost had a break back the other way, but a good job by Max Janish to keep the puck in the zone. Backhanded by Carcos into the Champlin Park end. Bush after it, trying to get it back to Carcos. Comes all the way to Anderson. To Carcos. Turns, fires, but right onto the stick of Janish. Bush takes it away. Kukkonen with it for Maple Grove now. Fires it on toward the net. Whipple ought to go by him to the boards. Taken by Warren. Warren will circle back behind his net. It's the pass to the blue line to Lang and out. Janish and ahead of the line. Here's the shot away and Price makes the save. Oh, Lang had a grade A scoring opportunity there and another stop by Zach Price. Fired back into the zone by Warren. Lutner with it for Maple Grove. Anderson gets it to the Champlin Park line. Chance again. Big drive and Price the save on Matthew Lang. Boy, Lang has had a number of opportunities here in tonight's game. A couple in the power play last period and 2 in the quick sequence here. What a terrific pass here. Price able to make the stop.
Barely. He almost got caught that time, my gosh, but boy, talk about seeing scoring plays in your dreams tonight over and over again.
Puck played by Maple Grove. Shot down into the Champlin Park zone. Onto the stick of Cole Anderson. Rink wide pass. Missed completely on McGee's stick. No icing though. It's skated down. By Picconato.
Looked like they waved that icing off, but apparently they didn't.
Apparently didn't.
Well, set of problems for the Rebels. Again, keep winning the faceoffs and getting it out and try to restrict the amount of faceoffs in your own zone here.
Cranked along the boards by Sandell. And out they come. Brnovic. Got Aberwald on his left. Brnovic fanning on the shot and then gets run off the puck. Aberwald gets after it in the corner. Tipped by a couple of players. Comes out in front. Shot away. Price the save. So he makes the stop on Perkins. Back out it comes. Long will shoot it back in for Champlin Park. Along the boards by Smith. Skated down by Sandell on his own end. Stops trying to go away from Giuliani. Giuliani's going to go off for a penalty here. Took him down. And as it's touched, you get the penalty time, or the penalty, a slashing penalty on Giuliani, and Champlin Park will get their 5th power play of the night.
This might be a frustration penalty here, John, too, that slash. The Champlin has really stood up to Maple Grove and just really gone after him hard, both body and in forechecking, etc., and done a good job of running around, disrupting their play and just making things difficult all the way around.
Oh for 4 for the power play. You really need one here. Navy and silver, but in front, and Price makes the save on Brnovic.
Well, right now, Zach Price has been the game right now for Maple Grove. He's been consistent. He's came in ready to play, and he's done a great job. It saves a lot of coaching dilemmas when your goalie's playing really hard right now.
1:51 left in the Giuliani penalty time. 5 minutes to play in the third period. The Crimson nursing a 1-goal lead on the Rebels here at Maple Grove. Rebels have not scored on the power play, but boy, they've been effective and a lot of opportunities. There's another one, and that one gets tipped just wide. Cycling it down low to the boards and back out to Long. In front for Brnovik, and it goes off the skates of Anderson of Maple Grove. Was able to get it out of danger. Back out in front, going out for a backhand try, and missing the net was Lang, and the net coming off.
Now Price with a nice leg slide going across it was bad. He clipped the post and knocked it off, but in the meantime, he cut off the goal opportunity. I'm surprised. Well, Champlin is running right in front of that zone, that net in the slot. I mean, somebody's got to start putting some blue bodies down on the ice for the Maple Grove Crimson.
Champlin Park is going to use its timeout here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and you can see the penalty time, 1:11 to go. Upcoming on CCX, the basketball doubleheader Friday night. Osseo and Maple Grove, the girls game tipping off at 5 p.m. and the boys to follow at about 7 o'clock. Both of those live on CCX tomorrow. We mentioned earlier that big Lake Conference boys hockey game next Tuesday. Edina at Wayzata, number 3 at number 2. And then gymnastics, Champlin Park and Park Center late next week, all coming up on CCX.
Boy, that's a good lineup, Johnny.
It
That's
is a
two
good
big
lineup.
rivalry games, boys and girls. And then you got the Hornets and the Trojans.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one.
They don't like each other very much either.
That will be a full house at Plymouth next Tuesday.
Well, right now, Crimson's sitting with that penalty in there, boy. They got to fight this one off and get it going. If they can do this, it might just take the wind out of Champlin Park. But they got to get through the next minute and 11 seconds. I don't think the score indicates enough where he'd maybe pull the goalie as far as Champlin Park to give him another attack down there, but he might be considering it.
Face-off win for Maple Grove, and Leafblad will shoot it out of the zone. Carlson after it for Champlin Park. He'll leave it back for Long. Under a minute to go in the power play. Almost lost it, now does to Bush. Leafblad will skate after it shorthanded. And then Brnovik gets it back for Champlin Park. Ahead to Aberwald. Aberwald will bring it in. A stick handling move. Aberwald with it, puts it to the side of the net. Comes on to the stick of Bush. Shorthanded for Maple Grove with 30 seconds left in the Champlin Park power play.
Well, Bush has got 3 shorthanded goals this year. Don't let him lose.
Aberwald almost lost it, able to get it to center to Brnovik. Trying to get it back for Aberwald, and then cleared by Maple Grove down the ice. Stell just putting it on net. Under 10 seconds left with the extra skater for Champlin Park.
Oh, boy.
Missed pass there from center ice. Shot in, and Maple Grove is back at full strength.
Good penalty kill by the Crimson. By gosh, they did a nice job.
Giuliani getting it for Kukkonen. Kukkonen trying to come in deep with the puck. Couldn't drag it all the way with it on his stick. Gets a takeaway though. Puts it onto the stick of Giuliani. Back out to the blue line. Lutner's shot gets blocked. Onto Anderson's stick. He'll glide it toward the net. Gets past Whipple. Giuliani right in front. Fires a shot. Save made. And then Whipple covers up with Kukkonen right in front.
Boy, Kukkonen suddenly come alive all of a sudden for the Crimson. He just really had a really nice shift. See a good shot there, Whipple hanging on the corner, but boy, I'll tell you, there's Kukkonen right there looking for that rebound.
And the 2:36 to play, face off in the Champlin Park zone. Win for the Rebels on the face-off. Warren, Abbott takes it away from him. Abbott sending it out in front. Giuliani with it. Put it up the boards, and it came out to center. Back onto the Crimson stick. Stelgis will bank it off the glass. Giuliani will fire it in. With 2:10 to go in the third period. Warren for Champlin Park. Hitting his skate out on it and keeping it in was Giuliani for Maple Grove. He broke up the pass. Played around the boards and kept in. By Maple Grove, loose puck in front. And it cleared away. Back out to the blue line. Then the pass goes behind Aubit. Like Glendy almost had a great opportunity in front for Maple Grove. Now Aberwald back for Champlin Park. Back to Aberwald off of Bernovic's stick, and that shot gets blocked. Smith will clear it ahead into the Rebel zone. Will skate after it, and he'll get there before it would have been icing. Good hustle there by Owen Smith to get to that puck. We're down to 1:25 to go in the third. Whipple getting out toward his net. Now he's going to come to the bench. Empty net for Champlin Park. Loose puck along the boards. Opportunity here for Maple Grove. Karkos with it, and he gets blocked off. Champlin Park turns it back the other way. Comes to Lang in front. Stelgis with a nice job to poke the puck free. Cleared back out to the Crimson with a minute to go in the hockey game. 2-1 Maple Grove. From center, firing a shot toward the empty net. It got deflected off of Kukinen's stick. 50 seconds to play. Champlin Park with possession in their own zone. Back they come with a rush. Out to center ice and shot it into the Crimson zone. 40 seconds to play. Played by Anderson. Whistle. Slashing penalty is going to be called.
Oh, boy.
I didn't see it. I'm not saying it wasn't a penalty. I just didn't see it happen. They're going to get Bush for slashing.
Wow, that's a critical 40 seconds here now. Giving Champlin Park two extra guys now.
40 seconds to play, and they got an extra skater and then extra two skaters, as Dan mentioned. Missed on the pass in the slot, and the puck comes all the way back down to the Rebel zone. They'll have to hurry now. Down to 25 seconds to play. Long with the pass ahead. Bernovic, rink-wide pass, a little bit behind Carlson there. Still in the neutral zone. Comes into the zone, shot goes wide here. Loose puck, picked up by Giuliani. Try to tuck it in and didn't get to the net. Down to 6 seconds though, comes down to center. Anderson will skate off the rest of the time, and there we go. It's a Maple Grove win, 2-1. And a terrific night in net for Zach Price, stopping 28 shots and a lot of them really good chances, especially in those last two periods.
Oh, this is really a good game. This one came back and forth all the time. It just nobody ever dominated, but just a real good hard skating game. In fact, the Crimson got outshot 29-18 here. And look at it, but still came up with a 2-1 win. If you're going to go to state, if you're going to have a chance, you got to win games like this, John.
Right. Yep. Maple Grove will go on the road Saturday. They'll be at Elk River Saturday afternoon. Champlin Park will be home to take on Osseo at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Good win for the Crimson. They got a 2-1 victory over Champlin Park. Maple Grove goes to 11-4 in the season. Champlin Park drops to 8-1. For Dan Ficken and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for watching our coverage tonight of boys hockey from the Maple Grove Community Center. The Crimson win it over the Rebels 2-1.